So making a new lighting effect in Photoshop, first thing to do is to drag in the image that I'll be using into Photoshop. I'm going to open this in a new window. Alright, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to hold down Alt and double click. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in again and just hold down space and just drag this to the center. Grab my pen tool. I'm going to change this to path, not shape, path. And I'm just going to pick a sharp edge from this image and just start selecting it. I'm going to hold down this and just click and drag. Alright, and hold down Alt and discontinue the handle. I'm going to do the same thing here again. Click and drag slightly. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just to continue doing the same thing all over again. Just select everything and make sure while selecting it, make sure that the selection is properly done. Take your time to select it so I get a proper cutout from the image. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing now is I'm creating for a 5-minute clip so that we don't take time in making the selection. I'm going to cut out this section from the air. Just cut it, just select it out, drag. So what I'm going to do now is to right click. I'm going to right click now. So I'm going to right click on the line from the image. I'm going to right click and make a selection. Okay, I'll just do it from the, I'm going to make a selection, click OK. So what I'm going to do next is to refine the edges of the image. Go to select, refine edge. I'm going to click on smart, position this properly. I'm going to click on let's say this. I'm going to click on smart radius. I'm just going to remove this part of the air. Do the same thing here, also remove the part of the air. I'm going to remove the back part of the air, like so. When I'm done, I'll click OK. Great, so I'm going to click on Ctrl J to paste in another layer. Close the visibility of this particular one, and I'm going to reduce the image, and I'm going to put it at the middle. Position it at the middle first, and I'm going to get my crop tool and just crop it. Just crop it. So I'm going to crop it. Click on my move tool. Create a new file. I'm going to create a file. So I'm going to be using 533 to 23926 version of 300, and I'm going to go color mode RGB. Click OK. Right, so I'm going to be dragging this image into Photoshop, into the new image, into the new area I'll just create. Put this at the center. I'm going to click on Ctrl T and just enlarge it. That is Command T for Mac. I'm going to scale this properly. I'm going to click on my shape and when I'm done. Good. Position this in the middle. So the next thing to do for me is to add a solid color. I'm going to go to adjustment layer, solid color. So I'm going to be changing it to, I'm going to erase this one. I'm going to have it 2436 and 42. I'm going to go ahead and click OK. Click OK here. So the next thing to do is to grab our pen tool. I'm going to change this time, and I'm going to change it to shape. I'm going to be selecting our model. I'm going to change the pixels to 3. I'm going to type in 3. I'm going to make sure that the fill is set to cancel. Select the fill, set it to cancel, right, and click on my move tool. So go back to my pen tool. Now what I'm going to do now is to draw a simple right angle. So I'm going to start from here to this point, to this other point, click and close it right here. Right. So the next thing to do for me, the next thing I'm going to do is to double click and then go to blend and options. I'm going to be clicking on outer glow, so I'm going to double click here. I'm going to choose blue. I'm going to choose blue, a little bit of bright blue color here. You can choose any color you want. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to be changing this to I'm going to increase this. I'm going to be changing this to 80%, to 80 pixels rather. I'm going to be changing the spread to 13. Changing the spread to 13 pixels. Right. I'm going to go to inner glow. I'm going to change this to double click here. I'm going to choose another color. Alright, I'm going to click OK. I'm going to change this to 40. Right, so that's it. I'm going to changing the blend mode. Change the blend mode to multiply. I'm going to go ahead and click OK when I'm done. I'm going to click OK when I'm done. Alright. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is to duplicate this image. I'm going to click on Ctrl D to do that. Ctrl D to duplicate the image. And I'm going to be removing I'm going to uncheck the visibility of the upper one. And I'm going to convert this to smart object. Now we are doing this so that we can apply a layer mask. We can also apply a layer mask without converting it, but we want it to be on smart objects. That it's easy for us to modify anytime soon. I'm going to double click here and just click on B. We are going to be renaming it to B, which stands for B, so that we can identify our layers from the one above. I'm going to place this directly. I'm going to place it properly. I'm going to select my layer mask, select my brush tool. I'm going to be choosing add brush 60. So I'm going to collapse this. So I'm going to zoom in and then start removing the stroke properly. So we want it to feel as if the line is cutting across our 2 palm. So I'm going to remove this one too. Right. Alright, so the next thing to do is to uncheck the visibility of the upper layer. Now this time around, I'm just going to rotate it, make it face rightward. So after doing that, I'm going to uncheck it, reduce it a little bit. I'm going to uncheck. Now this time around, I'm going to go to my blend and options, double click it, go to the blend and options. I'm going to be converting this to, I'm going to change this one to another color, inner glow. I'm going to double click here and add yellow. Just a simple yellow is okay. Go ahead and click OK. Alright, I'm going to change the color of this one also to something orange or red. Anyone is okay. I'll just select this one. Just click OK. Alright, click OK. So that's it, guys. So I'm going to duplicate. What I'm going to do here is to apply layer mask to this first. We're going to apply layer mask first. Convert to a smart object. And then we'll apply layer mask. So we are going to be repeating the same process. So let's change this to arrow, which stands for red. And I'm going to be selecting my layer mask. And I'm going to be selecting my brush tool. And I'm just going to color. I'm going to remove some part of it. I'm going to zoom in, hold down space and drag. I'm going to remove this part. Right. Remove some parts here. Remove some parts. To use gradually. Remove this part. This one. Select this. Go to Ctrl G. Give it to double. I'm going to uncheck the visibility of the layer below, and I'm going to collect my brush tool. Now what I want to do now is to remove some part. I want to remove some other part of this, that I can place it in different corner of the canvas area, so that it look a little bit different from the ones that we have already. We come here to smart object. So I'm just going to reduce the canvas area and rotate it. Place this here. Click on my check mark. Duplicate it again. And then do the same thing. Rotate it. Place this one right here. I'm going to place this again to a different corner. I'm going to click on my check mark. I'm going to repeat the same process again to the blue one. I'm going to repeat the same process to the blue one. So I'm going to check the visibility. I'm going to check this one. Click on Ctrl D to duplicate it. And I'm going to convert it to smart object. Okay, I think I should add the layer mask to this again. I shouldn't have converted it to a smart object in the first place. I'm just going to add the layer mask this time again. Okay, so let me get my brush tool so that I can paint, so that I can remove the unwanted part that we don't need. Now I can make it look like the red one. Okay, erase it. Smart objects, convert to smart object. Convert to smart object. Then I'm going to position it into the left, into the right hand side below. I'm going to click on my check mark. I'm going to duplicate it again. Put this one on the other side. Just rotate it and place it properly. Great. So what I'm going to do now is to set this properly. The next thing to do is to bring in our window. Click OK. I'm going to be bringing in the second image that we're working on. Select our solid color, then bring in the second image we're working on. Place the Photoshop straight. I'm going to right click and just I'm going to enlarge this, make sure it fits on the canvas area. Click on my check mark. I'm going to change this to overlay. So okay, soft light. I'm going to select this, blur. I'm going to go back to Gaussian blur. Now one of the good things of, I'm going to put it to 12 points. One of the good things of layer mask is smart object is that any effect we apply to it, we can always change it back by clicking, so we can modify it again anytime we like. So that's it. So what I'm going to be doing now is to add gradient map. I'm going to collapse this now. I'm going to be changing the blend mode to multiply. Okay, so the next thing to do is to add another adjustment color. We're going to be adding a color lookup. I'm going to be adding changing the color lookup to foggy night. I'm going to select foggy night. Yeah, foggy night is okay. So I'm going to go ahead and check that. I'm going to go ahead and collapse that. Changing our gradient map to lighting. This time. Because the first one it was too dark. So that's it, guys. That's it. That's basically it. So this is what we stop. So this is the finished project of what we're working on. So this is the initial one we did. And this is the new one now. So that's it. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.